I'm sorry, but this girl really needs to be called out on this BS as much as possible. Hello everyone, it's Mr. Troll delivering an update, and this is a recent situation that honestly pisses me off. So this YouTuber known as Caroline Constantnar has been gone for like 1 year and then suddenly uploaded a video where she announced, you can tell by the thumbnail already, that she's pregnant.
I'm good, guys. I'm actually so good. I want to have a kid. I just don't think I can have a fucking kid right now. And I really want a kid. I do want a fucking kid. And I'm not being stupid. I'm not being like, oh, well, you're young. You don't really know what it's like. You have so much life to live. Fuck you! I'm having a baby. Like, I'm having the baby. It's not like it's not like I'm getting rid of it. It's like I'm having the baby. I'm gonna have a baby.
Me. Remember how I had like shit going on with my uterus when I was 16? Like, I had surgeries just to get stuff removed, so like my fertility's always been kind of weird. I'm pregnant, and if there's any kind of like surgical intervention, I could really fuck up my fertility. Like I might not be able to have a kid again. And then the other thing is that if I have this kid, it's very likely that I won't be able to have another one.
And when you check the comment section on that video, you can see that people were quite supportive of her announcement. They were happy for her pregnancy, but then she made another video.
Okay, guys, I lost the baby, and I don't know exactly where I put it.
Oh, I think I see where this is going.
So some of you guys are probably wondering,
Stan, why don't you just ask the question?
no, I am not pregnant. And I'm sure some of you are shocked. I'm sure some of you are not surprised at all. I'm sure some of you don't care. But some of you might be asking, when you're a content creator, the line between entertainment and reality is very blurred. Your audience will become very attached to an abstraction of yourself. And the odd thing is that this connection can become very personally meaningful to the viewers, whilst not being personally meaningful to the creator itself. Your attention is monetarily valuable to me.
So I have tried doing some research and found out this is apparently a satirical creator and she makes a lot of jokes. And so in her case, I do agree with the fact that it may be difficult to tell what is real and what isn't. And this is why I think there are certain topics you should be extra careful about. Like for example, if you're announcing that you're pregnant as a joke, you have to make it very clear to your viewers that you are joking. And if you get those kind of comments, you know you already failed, and this is because pregnancy is a very sensitive topic. Now I don't know that much, because I have never been pregnant myself, yet. So I don't know what pregnancy feels like. And I may also be a man, I don't know. But from what I have heard, pregnancy is a very difficult time for women. You experience a lot of mood swings, you feel ill a lot of the time, and you are physically incapable of doing certain things, to the point where you get lumped in the same category as people with wheelchairs. And once you actually give birth, you experience apparently some of the worst pain imaginable, unless you take an epidural. Now I'm not quite sure how intense the pain really is, because once again, I have never experienced it myself, but this is just based off what others have kind of told me, so take all this with a grain of salt. But apparently, it's a tough time for at least the majority of women, and if you get a miscarriage, it apparently messes you up both physically and mostly mentally, once again from what I have heard. And so I think it is pretty insensitive of her to kind of come with this huge announcement that she's going through this hard time and then be like, just kidding, because the people who actually felt bad for her and who kind of cheered for her and literally prayed for the best of her, and then you tell those people they did all that for nothing. You make those people look very stupid, and it leads to those people losing their trust for you. And when you will actually be pregnant, people will no longer care because they will be afraid of being made a fool of again.
I lied about being pregnant as a joke. And the joke is not that pregnancy under strenuous circumstances is funny. The joke is not that the audience was gullible enough to believe that I was pregnant. The joke is you connected to something that wasn't real.
So I am really confused right here. Can someone please help me understand this? So she says the joke, i.e. the punchline of the joke, was that we connected to something that wasn't real. But how is this a joke? Like, in order for a joke to work, there has to be some kind of relief, some light-hearted element to it. And when people genuinely hoped, wished, prayed for her, and even worried about her, and then you make those people look like idiots for doing all of this, it's like, where is the relief? Where is the lightheartedness in this case? Because I feel like this joke was funny only to her, because she made the joke at the expense of her viewers. But she also tried to make the joke for her viewers in order to make them laugh, I assume. But when they unfortunately end up being the butt of that joke, I don't really think they will laugh. They will probably get pissed.
And I have become something that isn't real. We all come here to find this connection over and over again. And we don't really find it until now, when you subscribe to my Patreon. Oh yeah, that's fucking right. This entire stunt has been an advertisement for my Patreon.
And this is obviously the big reason why this whole video pisses me off. She makes a joke about something so sensitive and tough as pregnancy and miscarriage, and then makes her viewers look like fools in order to sell them something. Like, do you really think your audience will buy your product right after you insulted their intelligence? Like, it's almost rule number 1 of business. Do not ever insult your customers. And the fact that there are people who are actually going through pregnancy and miscarriage, and they have to deal with all the difficulties with it, and they think they can relate to you, but then you're like, nope, this was just a joke, now give me money. Like, those people will be even more insulted by this crap. I'm sorry, but this whole stunt makes her look deeply ignorant at best and purely evil at worst. I think it is very tasteless to use arguably the most burdensome time of the average woman just as a marketing tactic. I think it is very insensitive and very tone deaf to those women who are actually struggling right there. But I don't know, I am not one of those women myself, so I don't know what it is like to be pregnant. But I do know what it is like to be the butt of a joke. And so I myself still find this insulting, but this is only my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section, if you even think something. If not, that's okay, but if you do, I would be happy.